Hello, everybody. Dave Neal here, stand-up comic and host of Bachelor Nation News. We've got some tea for you this morning. As you guys know, we love a good tea story here. Becca Moore, internet star, TikToker, Instagrammer, made a video about who she dated, a reality TV star. It involves a meet and greet, jet setting to his, he jet sets to hers. It's kind of interesting. The question is, who is it? We'll get into that. I've got some theories on who it might be, and I could use your help. This is a nice, oh boy, is it one of those days? Is it an X-Files Thursday? Ladies and gentlemen, the truth is out there. Who did Becca Moore date? And you might say, hey, Dave, who's Becca Moore? Well, she was on the Nick Viall podcast. Here's a quick introduction of her, 10 seconds.
Gabby might be our next Bachelorette.
No.
I don't know.
Please, no.
Yes.
I don't know.
I like her, but no.
I would love.
I will.
This is going to be on Dave Neal, by the way.
Dave
Neal's making a clip of
I'll
this
make
right
an
now.
argument for why.
And you know what? I was, and I am.
This is going to be on Dave Neal, by the way. Dave Neal's making a clip of this.
Now, Nick had to finish his sentence, so he couldn't give me a clear audio clip of her giving me a shout out.
This is going to be on Dave Neal, by the way. Dave Neal's making a
But we'll take it anyway. All right, so there she is. Now, I've got a clip from this video where she says who she was hanging out with. Now, this video is 3 months old, right? To the date. So the question is, who did she claim she was canoodling with, and then who did she say in this video, and does it add up? Here's what she had to say. Do me a favor. If you enjoy a good X-File and enjoy my commentary, because that's what we are, a commentary channel, go to patreon.com/Dave Neal and join the Patreon. I'm going to be going live right after this at 10 a.m. Pacific time, and you can catch my tea. I'm going to be talking about, actually, if you want to watch the Patreon from 2 days ago. So when you join Patreon, all the previous episodes come up. But I did a podcast. Do I know where it is? I did a podcast. It's one of these. That's not it. Here it is. I did this podcast right here on Tuesday, and it just started airing. So you're going to want to check this out.
Everyone. Hi. Welcome to my studio.
How are you?
I'm good, guys. This is Dave Neal.
So we talk about some different things. Did she say Neal? Duh. Anyway, we talked about a lot of things there. It's over an hour long. You can go check that out. You see where it is. Survival mode with Dave Neal. We got emotional. We got serious. We had fun. We said which Bachelor contestants are a bunch of hacks, so you can go check all that out. All right, that's the promotion there for Demi's new channel, which, by the way, it's good quality. It's a good quality podcast they've got going on there. And let's go to this Becca Moore story, and then we're going to decide and figure out who the heck she was talking about.
You've got the king.
Quick question. What is the wildest thing that you have done for love?
Okay, story time. I wasn't going to tell this story because I wanted to be
The wildest thing Becca Moore has done for love.
cool about it, but whatever. It's been a year. It's time. A certain fan favorite reality TV star that I'm sure you guys have heard of came to the college that I went to a year ago to do some speaking event, question and answer thing. I didn't go to that, but I did meet him while we were out that night, and we kind of hit it off. I was just a random college kid at the time, and I thought he was the coolest guy ever. I'd watched him on my TV, so I was totally starstruck. Fast
I
forward.
had no idea how young she was. She just graduated from college. All right, so she's got plenty of time if she wants to get in the pipeline of Bachelor Nation.
For 7 months, we kept in touch, and I ended up going to see him in the city that he was from. So yeah, even though I had only met him for 10 minutes in my college bar, I was getting on that plane. And I did, and I went. So after flying there and spending time with him in his city, I was like, yeah, I have a boyfriend. Then he made plans to come to my hometown to do a meet and greet at the bar that I worked at. Baby bartender Becca, I was so excited to see him that night. I was bragging about it to all my coworkers. I did see him. I saw the back of him.
All right, so she's a bartender. She's already flown to him, assuming that they hooked up and they bumped Harrisons, pumped bombers. They grabbed a Bristow. I don't know what they were doing, but the point is that you don't fly. Let me tell you something, guys. You don't book a flight somewhere and not go after the goods. And I think that was implied there. And anyway, he's flying back, and she's going, oh, this is great. She's doing the thing bartender do. She's shaking the thing. She's pouring the stuff. And then all of a sudden, he's with someone else. All right, well, and this is what I'm not blaming Becca here, but this is kind of like what you get when you go after a F-boy, and they're going to speaking engagement. And look, I legally go to a speaking engagement, meet someone, whether they're in college or not, 18 plus. I mean, it's all legal, right? You could get into is it predatory to be doing speaking engagements about Bachelor Nation and then leaving with someone? Maybe. I don't know. I'll be doing a speaking engagement at DePaul University, apparently, in Chicago. I believe on May 26th. I've got stand-up shows May 27th and May 28th in Chicago. More of that to come. I'll be posting those dates on my Instagram. But I've also got a stand-up show May 12th. I deserve some sort of Emmy for being able to go in and out of Bachelor content and also self-promotion. 1 week from today, 8 p.m., Burbank, California. I've got a stand-up show. It's a small crowd, so it's going to sell out. We're going to pack it. A lot of Bachelor fans will be there, so it'll be tons of fun. Let's finish what she has to say here.
He left with another girl
Oh, boy.
that he met at his own meet and greet. But, I'm not mad.
Okay, when you're a celebrity, especially in Bachelor Nation, and you have a meet and greet, that is like that is prime pickings, right? Everyone's going to be there like, oh my gosh, I got your new book. Will you sign my bra? Like, I don't know. Like, I don't know. I mean, if Ben Smith, all the ladies are, crawling for him. I read the comments. I see what you're saying. You're like, I don't care if you're, get a divorce. I'm with you, whatever it is. Anyway, it's a weird time that we live in where we've got these parasocial relationships with the influencers, the Bachelor alumni, and yet some people will take that to the next level and meet them and realize they are humans, they are thirsty, and that's fine too. But you get what you pay for is my point. It's just too bad she flew out there. Becca seems like a sweet gal. She flew out there and kind of expected it to be more. And he was like, what did you know? I met you at a meet and greet. What do you need? Here's what she said on the Nick Viall podcast. So she's saying it's been over a year. So my theory, I'll tell you what my theory is in a second, but let's go to the 3-minute mark where she explains that she met somebody. Now, she could have met multiple Bachelor people, so we're not sure if this is true or not.
But that's next week. This week, Becca Moore.
Not as exciting as Greg and Angie.
No need to feel like.
Oh, I can.
She says she's not as exciting as Greg and Andrew, and she says she's following Greg and Andrew because they were on the podcast the previous week.
Be an amazing episode just because you're introing Greg and Andrew next week. They might be total bombs. I don't know. I think they'll be fine. I don't know. It's like, I don't know if
Do
they
you follow them on TikTok, Nick?
I know. I don't.
They came to Nashville. I met them.
I met Andrew S. this weekend. They're in town.
See, I would have liked a follow up here by Nick, but I understand his mind, he had already been thinking of what he was going to say next. But she said she went to Nashville and met them. And I'm thinking, what's the timeline? I'm trying to piece together some info on who you banged.
Delightful man. I had met Greg before.
Respectfully, because it really doesn't matter.
I started following Andrew S. after I met him. I really.
The
You have to
disrespect.
earn Nick's follow, you guys. It's really hard.
I don't even mean it like that. I was just being honest.
So let's do this. Let's go. So Becca apparently only posted this on TikTok and didn't post this on.
Okay, so I get this
hold on
question
one
constantly.
second. Apparently she didn't post this on her Instagram unless I didn't see it right. So let's go to Becca Moore's TikTok here and see if we can find what she was talking about. And then I'm going to share another viral TikTok she had about Coachella. So where is this one? When I was a bartender, telling my mom any story time. Is this an old one? Jeez, I can't even find it right now. I might have missed it. Oh, here it is. So here's the TikTok that we just shared. And the wildest thing you've done for love. And then people are asking, definitely a guy from The Bachelor. Let's see if Chad Johnson, she said, no, I would get on a plane for less. I'd get on one for next to nothing. Maybe I just like planes. Hey, Becca, get on a plane and come to my show May 12th. Actually, I think you're in Los Angeles. Come to the show. It's in Burbank. Just the show. No meet and greets for me. There will be an actual meet and greet, but no metaphor of a meet and greet. All right. And Kate says Tyler Cameron. That's a solid guess. DJ Pauly D. Obama. Who do you think? Who do you guys think it was? I want to hear your guesses. Well, I'm telling you my guesses right now. Tyler Cameron, Peter Weber, Mike Johnson, Connor, Blake Horstman, Ivan. So it could have been Blake Horstman, I suppose. We don't know, but I'm going with Andrew Spencer because Greg Grippo has a girlfriend, although this was a year ago. So it could have been Greg Grippo. Now that I wonder, would it, because she said she met the person. So as far as evidence goes, this is getting closer and closer. So Becca's got a, I'm sorry, Becca, I don't follow you. So now I follow you. My bad. So Becca's got a story about getting robbed at Coachella, and it's going super viral. So have a watch.
In his car, I pretended everything was fine, but he insisted on staying with me because he had an instinct that I needed help. All I wanted to do was buy a new phone, but he was like, no, we're going to the police.
So this is the Uber driver that helped her after she got robbed by a guy she met at Coachella.
He helped me file a police report, kept me calm by getting Starbucks with me because I was stranded, helped me manually track down my phone and credit card after the police wouldn't help us. And then we were like, let's go get some marks. So we did. Then he helped me get a rental car to get home. While we were eating, he started showing me pictures of his family, which is when I learned that his daughter is currently going through chemo and his dad has terminal cancer.
Oh, no.
And they were both under Raul's care, which is why he had to Uber drive. Here's his daughter, Myra. She's a senior in high school this year.
Oh, my gosh.
Graduation are coming up next month.
You got to watch this. So this is Becca explaining. So I hate to cut this off here. So I played the wrong one. This is her first one. This is her first one explaining what went down at Coachella. And then that was her update, using her platform to kind of help maybe raise funds for her Uber driver. How kind. This story, while it's big on TikTok, this might become a national story.
This guy was kind of hitting on me, but then he just robbed me. So yeah, this guy was talking to me and I turned my back to him and my friend heard him say, I'm going to make this girl talk to me tomorrow.
Whoa.
I'm going to steal her stuff. And he did. He did. He took my phone, my credit card, and the keys to my rental car out of my purse.
Wow.
So when I was stranded in a random city in California the next day, no money, no phone, no way to get anywhere, I was like, you know who was hot? The guy who did this to me. So the hotel staff ended up paying for an Uber for me to get to a Sprint store so I could get a new phone while we watched my car get towed because I had no keys. And when the Uber driver picked me up, he was like, ew. What happened to you? And I was like, nah, I just got robbed. And he was like, not on my watch. He was like, we're getting your phone back, babe. This is my problem now. So he takes me to a Sprint store, walks in with me, talks to the workers, decides they're not helping us enough, takes me to a police station, walks in with me, ends up taking over, talking to the police, and he filed this police report for me.
What a nice guy.
So yeah,
and look, you've got over here, yes, that's my husband, Raul. He has a good heart, always helping people when he can. That's why my whole family loves him. How kind. So he helps her out, and then she shares the photos of them going up from Margs. And then, and of course, I'm covering all this, the sleazy Bachelor content. And then, so whenever we can get a feel-good story, we look for one. So it's getting picked up by CBS Mornings. How amazing. So they're picking up this story. Here's the rest of Becca's story with her Uber driver. It's way bigger in scope than I even imagined. Watch this.
We're both so focused on my situation. We were only talking about getting me a phone and like things that did not matter when he completely glazed over the fact that like his daughter and his dad were the ones that needed help. Yeah, the timing is insane. My birthday is the day that Myra, his daughter, was diagnosed with cancer, June 16th, 2 years ago. So that's insane too. Everything about this is insane. His dad passed this morning. He has a funeral that he has to plan. And Myra has prom and graduation next month. So she needs like a dress and she needs a wig and she needs just like any normal thing that any normal high school girl going to prom would need. Here he is with his daughters. His entire family loves him. They were like, oh my God, no, he does that all the time. He helps everyone. Thank God he treated me like a daughter that day too.
So she puts a GoFundMe in her bio.
So I got robbed at Coachella and my Uber driver...
And then you see a comment that she received $50,000 for this man. So then I go to her bio on the GoFundMe. Let's get the breaking news button ready. You guys ready? And then check this out. This nice man who helped her out, after she was robbed and all that, who's got a daughter with cancer, her father just passed away. $165,999 have been raised for this man, which of course, he needs it. Medical costs, life, all this. He was driving Uber. Listen, you guys, you know this. I drove Uber for several years, 3,000, 4,000 rides. You make $100 or $200. You pay for your gas. People, puke in the back of your car. It's a disaster. It is a disaster of a gig. So even if you work a full day, obviously he's working at Coachella. He probably drove there just to make the extra surge money. You make a couple $100. You're making a couple $100 at Coachella. He decides to help her out, which is probably going to cost him a couple $100 because he's off the clock now. He can't be working. He's helping her out. And because of that sacrifice he made and because of that generosity he had towards Becca, $166,000 has been raised. James Charles, $100,000 donation, anonymous donations. So just a great end of this story here, and it's always good to hear good things happen to good people. All right, folks, that's it. Put a link in the description if you want to donate to her GoFundMe. Great story. Talk to you soon. Bye.